Well, today we're going to be repairing a Mego black hole figure. So I've just got this one through the post, got it really cheap on eBay because he's missing a hand. So we're going to have to give Captain Dan Holland a helping hand. If you had a spare arm, if you had say a broken black hole figure, you could probably just swap it over. I don't have any spare ones, all my other ones are pretty good nick. I'll show you the other ones I've got at the end of this video. But what I do have is a knackered old A-Team figure. So these A-Team figures are pretty cheap to get hold of. I bought a job lot and one of them is this broken face. But he has got a right hand that I think will do for Dan Holland, because these, I can't remember who made these, was it LJN or XL or some dodgy cheap company? What's it got on the back? Can we read it? All rights reserved. But they made up and they copied the G.I. Joe look, which copied the Mego figures. So I think we're going to be able to cut his hand off and stick it on. We'll probably have to paint it to sort of match the colour better, because these ones are horrible. So I might try and get the paint off. Look how thick that paint is. So first off, I'm going to use a razor saw to cut his hand off. So let's get that out. So a razor saw is a really handy thing to have if you're repairing toys and that. This one I got from Hobbycraft and it comes with lots of different blades. We're just going to leave the biggest one on. So all I'm going to do is cut his hand off. Then it gives you a nice thin cut. There we go. How easy was that? And then I'm going to try and get the paint off of it, and it's a pretty good match. I'm going to cut the cuff down a bit. I've got my scalpel. I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. Going to sand that down a bit, and sand that down, and then we'll get some thinner and see if it will take the paint off. So this is the thinner I use. Got it from Lidl. It's dirt cheap and it's good stuff. So all we're going to do is wet a cotton bud and just see if it will take it off. It might not touch it. Sometimes it doesn't. It's sort of, you can see it starting to take off. That might just be colouring. I don't think it's going to touch it. God knows what this paint is. I might just pop that in some thinner just to soak for a few minutes, just to see if that helps. We'll come back and have a look. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly sand down the stump, and I like using nail files for this. So you would get these nail files now, lots of different grades, and they're just great for doing plastic work. Gets it right down. So that's pretty much done it. That's smooth already. The hand, most of the paint come off. Some of it didn't, but it'll be enough for our purposes. So again, all we're going to do is make sure it's nice and smooth where we're going to glue it on. And then to glue it, I'm just going to use plastic weld. And that should hopefully hold it. It tends to hold most things. does depend on what sort of plastic those A-Team figures are made from. It feels like it's sticking it, so I'm going to let that go off and then we can paint it. Okay, so the hand is nicely glued on. It looks okay, so what we're going to do is paint it. So I'm going to use some Citadel Cadian flesh tones. Couldn't think of the name then. We might have to sort of mix some stuff with it just to make it match, but we'll give it a go, see if it looks okay. I think it will be pretty good. I think it will need a couple of coats, but not a bad result. So what I'm going to do, let that dry, give it another coat, and then we'll come back and have a look at all the other figures as well. Okay, so his hand, there you go, is just drying, but I think it looks really good. It's not perfect, and if I do see a cheap figure, I'll probably get another arm and pop that on, but he adds to the range. Funnily enough, I had all these figures. These are not my original ones, but I did have them as a child. I had the whole set of UK figures because they were just in bargain bins galore. They weren't very popular at the time, and I did actually, the only one I kept was my Dan Holland, which is weird that I need another one, but the reason was because I converted him into a figure from Zulu of John Chard. So this is what's left of my Dan Holland. So I built up the helmet, cut all the detail off, gave him boots instead of trousers. So he can sit over there with the robots. Yeah, so that's why I needed a replacement. But the figure set, the Black Hole figure set, is great. So Maximilian, Reinhardt, Charlie Pizer, Alex Durant, Harry Booth, and Kate McRae, and of course little Vincent. I need to repair Vincent's guns, they've both snapped off. But I managed to get pretty much most of these fairly cheaply. You can still get the odd bargain on eBay, especially if you're like ones that are damaged and you want to repair, like I need to replace a thumb on Anthony Perkins there, and a couple of them needed completely restringing, but they're a great looking set of figures. It's actually that my backdrop is actually almost relevant for a change. But yeah, if you enjoyed that one, let me know. I've got some other figures I need to restore, so I can video that. I'm never quite sure whether watching people restoring figures is very interesting for the viewers, but let me know. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks then. Bye.